Now, we've talked a lot in this series so far about what's valuable to you in your life, but a critical step and turning point on your journey to achieving that is starting to look at value from others' perspective instead of just your own. Now, value is anything beneficial or useful. That can be money, of course, it can be solving a problem, it can be flexibility, information, entertainment, and so on. Now, there's three parts to value: creating the value, capturing the value, and then sustaining that value over time. Now, a problem that I see from a lot of people is they take a very, what I call selfish and superficial view on value. They think about what they want, and if it's a book, for example, they get caught up in the idea of writing the book and having a TED Talk, etc. But value only comes from a book when someone actually buys it and finds it useful. Otherwise, it's just potential value. And if you write the book and don't even sell and market it, that's not value at all. Now, unless you move beyond what I've called a selfish and superficial view of value, using a book as an example, you're going to write this book that's going to be for you and not for an audience. It won't engage people, they won't be able to connect with it, and therefore you're not going to sell the book. Also, you might get stuck in a situation where you're just daydreaming about a vague idea and you don't get down to specifics. You know, who's this for? Why am I doing it? And what's my unique spin on what I'm trying to do? There's broadly two ways out of being stuck at this superficial level. The first is start with the end in mind and think of a specific person or group and the problems that they're experiencing and how you're going to add value to them by resolving that problem or addressing their desires, wants, and needs. And is that going to be through information, for example, entertainment, business, book, podcast, etc. The second approach is to go deep on yourself, is to think about your own unique expressions, skills, passions, etc., and how you can refine those and narrow those down and make them more impactful, and then to find an audience for that over time. And the key to that is actually transmitting your work, showing your work to others, getting it online, getting feedback, and using that to temper and improve and challenge yourself, frankly, to express yourself fully and dial up the value in that personal expression. Now, my own personal experience here has been a bit of both. Certainly it's logical to start with the end in mind and think about a personal group. And for me, that's busy working professionals, and think about their problems in terms of how to change up their lives, and then work back as to how I'm going to try and do that. And obviously I'm doing that through videos and training, coaching, etc. The other approach is to start with your own unique expression, and some of the other stuff that I've done has been more music related. It's been about movies. I've tried to find my own path through there beyond just what my business is about, and then meld that together with you watching these videos to try and create value there and provide the opportunity to monetize that or to capture that value and sustain it over time. Okay, so your homework for this, particularly if you're thinking about starting a business, running a book, creating a podcast, etc., is to start with the end in mind. Begin with the personal group that you're actually doing this for. Think about why you're doing it, how you want to affect their lives, how you want to change up the conversation around a particular topic, etc. And then work backwards from there to think about what you can bring to the party, what's the unique spin that you can bring to addressing that need, want, desire, etc. Okay, hopefully that was useful. See you again next time. Until then, all the best.